Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I've been rehearsing for a new single that's going to be due out soon. It's a beautiful love song that I wrote titled Yodel Down the Rodel. And believe it or not, I came up with that catchy title on my own. And you'll notice that I have a new guitar here, different guitar. I run into Les Paul's grandson the other day. Boy, that kid's got a lot of talent. He could play this guitar almost as well as Les could. But unfortunately for him, he plays cards about like old Les too. After I laid down 2 royal straight flushes in a row, guitar didn't belong to him anymore. I tell you, be such a big old boy. He sure can whine. He must be going on 10 or 11. His mommy accused me of cheating. Man, I've dealt myself royal straight flushes a lot of times. They call it a game of chance. Oh well, let's get on with the Answer Man video for this week. Let me put my guitar away and grab my thinking cap. I feel smarter already. Let's see who our first question is from. Okay, it comes from a Maria of Diboll, Texas. And Maria writes, Dear Answer Man, how high is up? I've heard this question all my life and am curious. Well, Maria, what you're asking here is a scientific question and it should be answered by a physicist. Well, I'm not a physicist, but I'm sure I can manage a good answer to your question. I'm not a rocket surgeon or someone like Norman Einstein, but I'm certainly not the dullest tool in the shed either. They say that being a great physicist is something you kind of inherit, and I guess it kind of runs in their genes. And physics doesn't run in my genes, but like I say, I'm sure I can manage an adequate answer to your question. And, well, in all fairness, it wouldn't really be honest for me to say that physics doesn't run in my genes. There has been on a few occasions where physics have run in my genes, and man, I never got it washed out. Had a hard time getting people to go to dinner with me for a few days after those incidents too. I'd rather not think about it. Let me say, get back to our question. Oh yeah, let's suppose this scenario. Suppose you're on the moon and you're looking up at me standing on the earth, and I'm on the earth and I'm looking up at you standing on the moon, and you holler at me and say, Hey, Answer Man, come on down. Well, I'll look at you and I'll say, Hey, Maria, you come on down here. And of course, I couldn't holler that far. I guess if I really wanted to holler at you that far, I'd get my wife to do it. Oh, well, I say, yeah, where was I here? Anyway, let's say we both start out and we're going to meet in the middle, and you start out and you see yourself, you're going up to the earth, and you see me coming down to meet you. Well, when I look at you, I'm going up to the moon and you're coming down to meet me. So when we get there in the middle, we realize that we're both up and down at the same time. What that amounts to, Maria, is that being high up and low down, you're exactly in the same place. So when somebody asks you, or the next time you hear the question, how high is up, you just smile a real smug smile, kind of like this. And you say, you can't get there from here. Turn that camera back on. I've got more questions to answer. Huh? Oh, sweetie, I just kidding about you hollering to the moon. Really, I was. Oh, what'd you do that for? You done broke my glasses.